Hey everybody, it's Amanda from timetravelhypnosis.com and nwaouttheremom.com. I just wanted to let everybody know about a few things. I didn't do my channeling yesterday because I just felt really called to rest, and I kept trying to do work, in quotes, work. It doesn't feel like work, but yesterday it felt like work. I felt like I was really being called to just lay down and be still and don't do anything, which is not something I'm very good at doing. I like to be always doing stuff. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that in my Patreon group, which I think the link is in the description, it's always in the description, but it's just patreon.com/TTH for time travel hypnosis. There's a couple of really good channelings in there this month, because the questions this month from my Patreon subscribers were really interesting. So I did two. Normally I give preference to my $5 a month tier, which is the second tier. The first tier is just $1 a month, and you can just get access to everything. Second tier, you get preference in asking questions for the monthly Q&A channelings. Anyway, so part one talks about soul groups pretty extensively. What they are, how they work, how you know if you've met someone from your soul group or if somebody's in your soul group, and some interesting information about how soul groups have evolved to where we're at now. So what soul groups look like now. So that was really interesting. Another thing in part one is about the 5G networks, whether or not it can make us sick. There's a part about DNA activations and also upcoming Earth changes. So that's all in part one. And then I did a second one because I had so many good questions. The second one talks about the 3 days of darkness. That's sort of all the buzz right now. Another person asked about the importance of different perspectives. The same sort of similar information coming from different sources. There's several questions about New Earth, about whether people will be left behind and things like that. I can't remember the details. The latest on the event flash, entity attachments, the financial reset, which I'm not sure if I connected the financial reset to the 3 days of darkness or not, but I kind of feel like there's some connection there. And Andara crystals, which I had never heard of. So interesting information there about that. Lots of details in there. None of it should cause you any fear. I don't subscribe to anything fear-based. So none of it is fearful. But it's a lot of really interesting information. The other thing about my Patreon group, I'm really wanting to interact more with people there. Sort of chat back and forth. The $20 subscriber level, which is the third tier, and every tier you get benefits of the lower tiers as well. So the $20, you get a personal channeled message from me every month. And because I've limited that to a certain number, then I feel like I really like to get a question or a topic from each person every month that they want the channeling on. And if they can't think of a question, then I just do a general message for them. And then I've just added 2 new tiers. I've never done channelings live. I normally just take the list of questions, I record it, and then I send you the answers. And I did that for a couple different reasons, but I felt called to add a few spaces for just 1 hour live with me every month. And you can use it for just asking me questions about previous channelings, hypnosis, trends in the hypnosis sessions between lives, the higher self questions that people have asked, or you can get your own personal channelings, your own questions answered, or we could do a simple hypnosis session in an hour. That's good for, the shorter ones are good for correcting habits, changing habits, quit smoking, or get rid of old fears and phobias, things like that. And I've only got 4 of those. I've only opened 4 of those because I want to make sure I have time to, to take care of everyone that subscribes and not feel rushed. And I don't want them to feel rushed. So that's a brand new thing. I've never done a live channeling with anyone, so there are 4 opportunities to get in on that. I think it'll be fun. It's a new thing I'm doing. And then I went ahead and added yet another tier for anybody that wants, 2 sessions with me, 2 1-hour sessions a month, or 1 long hypnosis where you can access your higher self or your guides, and you get the answers yourself in hypnosis. And I think this is really beneficial because, it's one thing to have somebody else tell you and it resonates, but it's completely different when you're in a 2-hour-long hypnosis session and you are directly connected to that source, because the information doesn't just come in words. It's energetic, it comes in pictures, and it just comes in understanding. So you've got like this broader understanding of any questions you might have. And that usually takes about 2 hours to get to that level. So I've got a few spots for those too. And those are all the spots I'm going to open up. And I may reduce it if I feel like I might not have enough time or anything like that. So, okay. So I didn't even mean to talk all about that, but there it is. So also an exciting thing, not related to channeling or hypnosis really, but kind of the paranormal, which I'm always interested in, is that I am going soon with my husband to the Crescent Hotel, which is in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It is considered, or at least their tagline is, it's the most haunted hotel in America. And CNN ran a little story recently about the archaeologists found on the grounds of the hotel, they found a bunch of bottles with liquid and possibly body parts, possibly tumors, because at one time it was a supposedly cancer hospital. So it's going to be interesting. They've sent off samples to find out what is in these bottles because they still have liquid in them and stuff. Anyway, so it's all very exciting. I'm excited. So we're going to go stay the night. We're going to go do the ghost tour, and I will report back if anything exciting happens, anything unusual. I'll take lots of pictures, and I'll report back on that. I just thought that would be really fun for anybody else who's interested in ghosts. And, we're already talking to people we can't see, so it's not a stretch to think, maybe I can get some insights on who's there in our room. I don't know what room we're going to stay in. Anyway, so that's all. Just an update for me. There's a couple of cool Patreon channelings in there. Each one's 20 minutes to half an hour, I think. So it's about an hour of content for $1. You subscribe for $1. If you don't find it helpful or you don't find it interesting and you don't think the next month's will be interesting, they will. But if you don't think so, you can just unsubscribe. But you've already got access to both these things and all previous question and answers on Patreon just for that $1. That's pretty cheap. So I set it at $1 because I just thought, that's pretty doable for most people, I think. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good week, and I hope everything's going well. I had a little, let's just call it a clearing. Wondering if anybody else has had major clearings this week, and if you haven't, it seems like sometimes there's a delay. Some people go first, some people go later, and sometimes it flip-flops. So if something hits you and you don't know where it came from, just take a rest day and you'll be fine. I'm fine today. Yesterday was like, wow, I'm just going to have to rest and there's nothing I can do about it. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Love you much. Bye.